Dan. I'm doing well. How about you? Your message always puts a smile on my face in the morning, so thank you. And I saw that you left a comment on my video. Thanks so much. I'll respond to it later today. But yeah, thank you. I agree. And yeah, how are you doing? I hope that classes aren't too stressful, busy, and yeah, we made it through. It's Friday. It's funny because Friday, this book talks about how we love Fridays just because it kind of symbolizes freedom. That we're trading 5 days of work for 2 days of freedom. That's interesting to think about. That most of our life is like those 5 days, you know. Okay, I'll wait a couple minutes and then we'll get started. But yeah, I'm so excited that the video's finally up. I think this is one of my favorite videos and I really enjoy talking through my experiences and sharing kind of my mindset when I go through these things because yeah, like I mentioned in the video, oftentimes people think that they can't reach something, so then they don't try, and it's just about the trying and the determination that matters most. Did my project go well? Oh, thank you for asking. Yeah, yesterday we met with a client and oh my gosh, we were so tired, but we made it through, made an awesome PowerPoint deck, and the client was really happy. They were like, oh, this is really amazing. This is super helpful. Thank you. We can't wait to share it with the rest of the team. And then that gave a great level of satisfaction and to feel like we can really be helpful to help them, strategize their next steps to, do better in their market. And yeah, I think that's a part of what's worth it in the end of the day. Not only learning a lot, even though they're long hours, but that kind of satisfaction. Thank you for asking. Okay, great. Let's just read now. It's the last day of the week. Days. Okay. Quite tired. But anyway, I bet you guys are too. Thank you for joining. Yeah, thank you, Dan. And okay, for the other person joining, welcome. Thank you so much for making it, and let's just jump right into the 20 minutes, and I'll see you guys after that to chat. We read about 25 minutes today. Didn't check the clock. I was too absorbed in my book, which is good. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your guys' books too. Let me check the chat. Okay, Anshdeep, hello. Thanks for joining today. Dan asks, you have a question. What do I do with these notes? I see everyone making it while reading a non-academic. Yeah, that's a great question. While I'm reading, I have many thoughts about concepts in a lot of books I read. And then just like with journaling, I feel like journaling and writing your thoughts down is so helpful because, especially with me, I just have so many different things thinking about and like concepts running around at once, and it's really helpful to just put them down on paper to kind of remember and preserve them in that way, because I like keeping things and remembering things, but I don't want to store everything in my brain at the same time. And with journaling, it's also like just, I think I forgot the exact reason for why it's so helpful. I think there's a name for it, but basically it's like you're kind of taking the time to collect your thoughts and to just better reflect that way if you're interacting and actively reading the book. Because also when you're reading, you want to take in the concepts, right? You want to make the most of the time when you're actually reading the book, and by interacting with it and writing things down just like you write notes in class, then you remember it better. Because again, with the quote that I said before, it's not how many books you go through, but it's how many books go through you. So by doing this, I think with notes, I just remember the concepts better, and I'm getting more, actually my life is being impacted by these books because I'll try to implement some of the teachings. That's a very long explanation. Yeah, I was going too long explanations. Maybe I should just make a YouTube video on every question you guys ask. You guys ask some really good questions. I'll just stop there. Question here, Anshdeep. Have I watched The Big Bang Theory? Oh my gosh. I actually haven't. I know you guys are gonna hate me for that, but yeah, I feel like I should because I would like it and its connection with Caltech. So maybe when I have more time. But when does that happen? No, actually, you're right. I can make time if I really want to watch it. But I think with TV, I'd rather like spend that time doing some other things in the future. Maybe if I like have time during lunch and stuff, then I'll like, watch. Dan says, my thoughts all go in chaos help systemizing. Yes, indeed. I feel like it does help systemizing, and to write down a thought right when I have it, when I'm reading, is really helpful. And if I read a concept that's really interesting, like that trading 5 days for 2 days of freedom thing, I'll write it down because I think that's an important thing to keep in mind, and it motivates me too. So by remembering it first of all, and then if I need to look back, then I'll remember that and be like, okay, some certain concept, maybe not that one specifically, but some certain concept motivates me. It's like a reminder, and it's more powerful to have reminders from yourself that you had internalized and felt really emotional or like some emotion behind previously, than to continuously watch like more motivational videos or stuff like that. So I think it's helpful. And one more reason I write is because I think some of these books, they have really helpful concepts that for you guys as well. It might not be the specific topic, but like I think the concepts and the mindset are most important. So I hope that when I'm writing and the things I write, I'm like, oh wow, this would be really helpful to share. And I really like helping people, so I hope that when I have more time, I'll make a couple videos on the helpful concepts that I write down. Yeah. Sci-fi, I cannot pronounce your name, sorry. It says hi back. So Log asks, what are my favorite books currently? Ooh, thank you for asking. So in yesterday's video, I put in the description box what I read in the previous live sessions, but if you want a really good book, you have to look at Sidney Sheldon for the author. I just read Master of the Game, and it was incredible. Like, absolutely incredible. It's like you're watching a drama, but you're reading the book. Like, every page, you're like, oh my gosh, I want to see what comes next. I want to flip to the next chapter, and I just like cannot put it down. So it was tough to stop the stream after 20 minutes when I was reading that. Okay, let me see more chats. Anjdeep, am I planning to settle in the USA? I'm actually in the USA right now, and yes, planning to stay here long term. Where are you guys? Interesting question. CM asks if I consider streaming at night your time. Yeah, I actually have not considered that because I hope to stream as early as possible such that people on the East Coast and other parts of the world are more likely to make these streams, to make it live. And then by having the video out, even if people don't join live, then people have more opportunity to watch the video after it's done. And so that's like more motivation to actually do it the day of that stream, you know what I mean? So it's very motivating and people can be more driven to do it the day of. But yeah, why do you ask? Do you want to stream at night? I can also stream at night. I like reading in general. Dan, think better than Big Bang Theory. I should watch The Intern. Oh, okay. Movies are fun. Only 2 hours of my commitment, not a show where I'm sucked into. Oh my gosh. Is The Intern the one about working at Google? I have that on my list actually. Yeah, okay. Greater push to move that up on my priority list. I still have to watch Spider-Man. I don't know if you guys watched Spider-Man, but I heard it's really good. But I watched the trailer for Spider-Man and I was like, so this whole movie's problems is just created by himself. Maybe I'm wrong. That's just what I got from the trailer. CM, are you afraid of the dark? Okay, yes. Maybe I should read that too. It's such a commitment to read a Sidney Sheldon books, so. Anjdeep, from India. We were our neighbors. Oh. Yes, I quoted Gandhi in my bout. Yes, I did. Yeah, I really love quotes. And so, Dan, to answer your question, that's one more thing that I write in my notepad. I write quotes down too, because yeah, they're so helpful. And I think like very illuminating. And I was always that kid who in class in elementary school, I would look at the posters, you know, the inspirational posters. One of them is like, you can be on the right track, but you'll get run over if you just sit there. And I just remember those quotes because I would always see them, and instead of just seeing it and be like, oh, okay, that's cool, I would really internalize it and be like, wow, that's really profound, that's true. And by taking that feeling on, I'm just like, you know, like trying to embody what those quotes say and actually have it improve my life or my own self-development somehow. And, you know, now thinking about it, maybe that's another thing I should have put in the video from yesterday about what other factors are more important than being smart. I'm not smart, but I think the other factor is just to actually really take advantage and actually use what you're given, you know, because we're given a lot of things nowadays and we have a lot of resources, but if you don't use it to the best of your ability and use it to improve yourself, even if you know it, then it's like, what's the point of knowing it? Yeah. Okay. So Log, how much time do I spend on my phone per day? I feel like you might be spending too much. Yeah, great question. I spend on average, I think these days, like 10 minutes, like leisurely, I suppose, because sometimes I have to like message for work. Oh, white noise is back, sorry guys. I'll speak closer to the camera so you can see all of my imperfections. And I poop if I still have any, sorry. Yeah, so to answer your question, 10 to 15 minutes. I know that like you guys, TikTok, if you don't download it, that's fine. Don't download TikTok. I wouldn't recommend it. But if you do already have TikTok and you watch it, then follow my page called good to great _ and I have lots of tips about productivity, efficiency, how to not procrastinate, and I make several videos about how being on your phone too long is just like if you spend less time on your phone, it can do wonders. Just like, I think I really encourage to spend less time on your phone. I do encourage that. Dan says Anne Hathaway. Oh my gosh, I love Anne Hathaway. Okay, perfect. I want to watch that movie now, even more. On Steve says you don't have country. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember TikTok got banned in your country. Yeah, but it's okay because I'm also reposting some of those as shorts on my YouTube channel, which it kind of like conflicts with me sometimes because then my page seems like kind of disorganized with shorts and lives and regular form videos. So I'm really trying to organize it by putting shorts and lives on unlisted like a week or two after they're posted, but then keep them in a playlist. So just keep that in mind, guys, if you are interested in those. But yeah, I always try to make them useful and have information so you can go back to. Of course, some of them are funny, some of them are just me being dumb, but hopefully you guys like those too. Okay, awesome. Well, another session done, chatting with you guys. This is so fun. I'm really glad that we get to interact in this way. One more thing, just because it's next to me. I got this from Costco the other day, and it's so good. I can't believe all the Asian snacks that Costco is selling now. It's so great. Like there's also like salty egg yolk pastry thing, and wow, it's incredible. There's also like instant boba in the freezer section of Costco. It's awesome. Oh yeah, so CM, to answer your question, they're whipped chocolate cream sandwich cookie and wafer. I think it's Japanese. Kukuya. No, Kukiya. Okay, see you, Dan. See you tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow I'll stream at 10 a.m. Pacific time. It's the weekend, so it's sprint time. Okay, Anshdeep, last question or comment that I'll address. Your high school GPA was not very good, but you got a very good rank. It's like an entrance exam. Oh, good question, Anshdeep. Well, I can never say if a college is going to accept you or not, but that certainly helps. I mean, GPA helps too. Every piece of the application helps, and it's all about them adding together, and you know, it's like competing, even though it's that might not sound the best, but you're competing with other people. So I think you have to really gauge how other people in your demographic are performing and whether they have a much higher GPA, and also awards and things like that. And you just need to pad your application as great as possible, and yeah, take inspiration from what I talked about in my previous videos. But yeah, it's hard to say, but of course I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that you do get into Caltech. Let me know if you have any other questions. And thanks so much, guys. Have a great happy Friday. Have a great weekend. See you guys tomorrow if you join at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and I'll see you. Thank you. Bye.